始めていきます。
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me. The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now. Together, we can turn the tide. Destroy the Honor God.
Room's taken care of. Are too much to bear. Can't even catch my breath.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure, to a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed, his hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Rather them than potential future allies, like you. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found the Githyan key. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue the Githyan key and find allies in the outer world. You. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyan key. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, the usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyan key. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, you would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Elithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I am pleased to hear that. You will do very well as an Elithid. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle. while continuing to preserve your independence. The transformation will not be complete. The physical alteration in particular will only be partial. But your potential will certainly be amplified. Would you like to do it? Would you like to evolve?
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Let's get going.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? Very serious of you. But go ahead. I thought you'd never ask. haven't even dared to use the more benign forms of illithid powers. Do you really think I'm eager to jump to the next step? Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself. Fine. I truly hope you're right about this.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
Coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
We've had a mind flare whispering to us in our dreams all this time. I really shouldn't be surprised by anything at this stage. Still, it seems keen to be an ally in its own way. Compared to what we're up against, I'm not sure that's a bad thing. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them.
By Baldur's bones, this is a lot to take in. Let's see if I've got this right. 1, we've been carrying a mind flayer around with us this whole time. 2, it's been appearing as someone else in our dreams, cajoling us to embrace our new illithid talents. 3, the mind flayer's been siphoning a Githyanki prisoner's powers to shield us from the Absolute's voice. Did I miss anything? How could I forget? One of Baldur's Gate's most distinguished figures, a mind flayer's ally. Sensational tales, aren't they? Almost unbelievable. With a narrator so unreliable, how do we tell fact from fiction? I can't pretend I have the answer, but I know the Illithid's right about one thing. It holds our fates in its talons. Until the Absolute falls, there's no getting rid of it.
Copper for your thoughts. Great powers, huh? I'm skeptical. Thought you'd be too. Especially if this thing wants to turn you into, what, a half squid? Then again, you can pull it off better than most. You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Wasn't a decade in Avernus punishment enough? You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Wasn't a decade in Avernus punishment enough? Oh, I'm that easy to manipulate, am I? Where's that bloody worm? Stick it in my eye before I change my mind.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve. What are you?
The tadpole's essence courses through you. When it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
I suppose, if it works. But if you had opened your mind to it, rather than consuming it, your allies could have taken advantage of its power as well.
Copper for your thoughts? You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Wasn't a decade in Avernus You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Wasn't a decade in Avernus? Oh. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Oh, come on. You don't mean that. Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever. You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Oh, I'm that easy to manipulate. Where's that bloody worm? Stick it in my eye before I change my mind. Hey, soldier. Hey, soldier.
Communes with Lazar's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. The tainted blood of the mother. The traitor prince. The Laxarai. He sought Vlakith's head in a Geich ploy for her throne. Listen close.
The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's renegade spawn. A gay thrall who would return us to our slave. He convinced his own mother's honor guard to join a coup against Vlaakith I. He would have fed our empire to the Illithids had he succeeded. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the traitor's with us, controlled by that repugnant elite. Should Orpheus go free, he would hand Vlaakith's dominion to his Geich masters. The astral plane would be first to fall. The others would soon follow. We find a way to enter the prism and slay Orpheus. He is a Geich puppet cloaked in Githyanki skin, and the most powerful mind master known to my people. One word from his scheming lips and the people would doubt. 2 words and they would rage. 3 words and they would bow to the false prince. The Githyanki would be slaves once more, and one by one, the plains would fall to the Geich.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Honest of you. I can appreciate that, after being lied to by Shah for so long. Give it time. It may grow on you.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
We must find where Gortat and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around. Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
Any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these young lady? Shadowheart, a word.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You've convinced them, for now. But transgress again, and no amount of talking will get you out of trouble.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from trapped chests.
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. You sure? This lot have been through enough without your ignorance. Now are you going to clear off or not? Not unless you want to make a donation.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
Into the city with us. What would he do then? Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's here.
Christine is pretty fun. She held out a bit more.
Or even at all?
Now, mind your tongues. Leave Christine to me.
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they can, knowing and taking their fair shares, we've had plenty for
next wake. It is only right to mourn.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood tomorrow.
We cannot run. You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to Alma, or leave?
So few of us left. Our strength was never numbered.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
Who will stand between them and the innocent?
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
This front page material.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to
Great headline.
There must be something.
Stillman is dead. This does not look well.
Outraged. City Watch under scrutiny.
Front page material.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him.
That'll make a great headline.
Nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Logan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
If you won't help us, at least...
But we know nothing.
Anyone would murder Father Logan.
Enough blood to make it.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. You'd interrupt me for something like that? Just rub a bit of aloe on. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to. Father Logan. You've not heard? One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury. Here lies Sister Shira Clarwin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR. Here lies Raloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR. Here lies Satida Atano, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR.
I'll take that. Let's see what this does.
Blade at the ready.
Put him up.
So much for peace.
He's a shapeshifter.
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for? Body parts? Is this some kind of display?
What's that?
This blade's wicked look matches its deeds. Poor Father Logan.
Step carefully. That's a trap.
Watch yourself.
Come to finish the job. Picked the wrong fight. I gave the bastard something to cry about, though. By the gods, it hurts. Help me, please. No. It's too late for that. No potion or spell can fix this. Get this blade out of me. Use it. Kill me. kill me now. I serve you death on a plate, and still you refuse to eat.
So, you're the lickspittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. He will not leave you bloodless for long. He will twitch you by the sinews, a puppet jerking and jabbing at his command. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
「ここまでにします。ご視聴ありがとうございました。また見に来てください。